Hello YouTube, it's been a while. Well, it is June 5th today. Planting is done. Spraying has started. We've got our first and hopefully only pass done on corn. We got our first pass done on beans. Now we wait hopefully 3-4 weeks and then go do a second pass on beans for weeds maybe, and then hopefully that's it. Hopefully we don't have to spray for aphids. But I am out at the farm right now because I have chores to do, and because I'm such a good son and I listen to my dad and my stepmom, I do my chores. So the chores I gotta do are, via my dad's request, is, well, it's gonna be messy, but I got to move Big Red to where my corn head is. And yes, that is my corn head. I just bought it this year. It's an 8-row Geringhoff roto disc 2007 model. I'm rebuilding this head basically. Getting new knives, new deck plates. I've got, these are the two ends snouts, because this one down here, as you can see, has rubbed through, and that's only going to get worse. So I'm replacing it. So I got to move. This tractor is my favorite. This is my grandpa's tractor. It's a 560 Farmall diesel. It is a little wore out. Needs to get a new seat put on it. But yeah, we got to get that out, that out, that out. I got to get the Ranger out. I got to get the 200 out, and then get the combine, hook up to the corn head, take that and move it to actually right here, because I ain't gonna be able to get back in once I get the 450 over there. We get it here. I'm actually gonna probably clean this area up before I put the corn head here. Get the corn head here, combine corn head here, then bring Big Red in, park it, then bring the 200 in and put it up here. I'll back it in nicely where the combine is sitting, next to the corn planter. You guys can't see that, but right back there's the corn planter. And then I'll back this in, and I'll back the 560 in. I don't want to block the 560 in, because that's going to get used to mow ditches and stuff later on. This will be the next project after the corn head. This tractor we got to, or I got to, I already know how this goes. These couplers right here, gotta come out and put the new ones in, because this one here, you can see that at the tip of my finger, there's a little ball there. Yeah, it's not there in this one. So this one is bad, but you get them in a kit of 2, so we're replacing them both. I'm not going to just replace this one and not this one. I'm just going to replace them both, and this one will be a backup or a spare because it's still good. But we're going to replace them both, put both new ones in here, and then this one will just sit as a spare in case either one of them does this again or one of these goes out or something. I have to go over to the cemetery and go to my grandma's grave, grandma and grandpa's grave, and water the flowers. So that's what I'm going to go do. Because, like I said, I'm a good son and I do my chores like I'm asked. Unlike some people in this family. But those names will not be mentioned. Okay, I got the water can filled with water. Now, leaving the farm, aka Dad's, and gonna go to the cemetery. The farm is right across the road from the cemetery, so don't have far to go. I just hope that the water can didn't spill in the back seat or back end of my pickup. I wasn't gonna put it in the back seat in case it did spill, so it's in the back end. But there is the grave. Okay, at the farm. We're at the farm, back to the farm, back to the shed. Time to start the game, the fun game of musical machinery. The fun game that is musical machinery. Just step over that. Don't know why the hell that's there. Sitting in this makes me feel like I'm gonna go do some digging. God, no, I hope this thing starts. Actually, I better let her warm up, huh? Not that it really needs to warm up because it's so hot, but it does. It's best to let things warm up a little bit. Now, this one will start. It starts every time, but this tractor has glow plugs, so you have to run the glow plugs every time. Takes a little while to get the fuel through all the lines to each cylinder. It's firing on all cylinders. It just takes a little while to get all of them firing. That's why it sounded like that at first, and it was smoking so much. Now it's not really smoking. And yeah. Woo! She's a mean one. Don't be fooled by her. She's a mean one. So, this tractor, you know, being so old, doesn't have parking brake. So what do? Just leave it. Now all right. This tractor gonna be going back in because, as some know, Case IH Red likes to fade. And I don't like faded equipment. So it's got to go back in to prevent that from happening. Well, I got to put the spray booms for the Ranger sprayer back in. So I'll probably do that quick. And I can move the Ranger. All right, I'll give you a little update. As you've seen, corn head's out. Tractors have been rearranged. So we got 3 tractors there. I got the combine outside on the corn head. I've got one more tractor to bring in here, but I got to move the old mower, Dad's old mower. That pallet, this pallet was just one last thing of soybean seed. But I'm going to move that stuff, then bring the combine in, then bring the tractor in, and then we should be good. Ben, of finishing up musical machinery. Right now, the game is on pause or intermission for a brief cleaning. Okay, so I got it clean. These are for your header height sensors. These run across the ground and move up and down. And then above here, there's a little arm that attaches to a potentiometer, and that tells it, based on voltage, the voltage signal it sends back to the combine, where it's at for height. And the ones that are on that, I will show you, are shot. Now I'm going to bring the combine in, bring Big Red in, or 450 in, put it in its spot, put the 2 in their spots for now, temporarily. So I would like, if possible, if I can get the combine in far enough, I would really like to get the semi in here, because I'm sick of that sitting outside. It sat outside all spring long and I'm done with that. It needs to get inside, because it's not going to be used for 3 months, 4 months. All right, it's in. Big Red's in. Combine and corn head are in. I got the 2 lawnmowers in. But here it is in all its glory. This is my corn head. This is that paddle. Right here, behind this, is the potentiometer that tells it, that sends the voltage to the combine to let it know where how close to the ground it is. Now, this is the first time I've compared them, but look at that. So what happens when they wear is the corn head's gonna ride closer to the ground to get that same voltage reading. Well, if you get too close to the ground, then you start picking up rocks and busting stuff. You start busting these things, stuff like this. These are the knives. See how, look at that. See how it's dull and round? This is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be wavy and sharp. And this is common where this one, ooh, I didn't notice this. This one's got a chunk taken out of it. Oh boy. Well, the first 8 are gonna get replaced. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, right here. 8 new ones on every single row, which is good. That'll last a long time. This knife here is getting replaced. This knife here is getting replaced. As they're dull, they need to be sharp. These gathering chains, I'd like to replace those, but that costs money. This is getting replaced. These are getting replaced. I might do those today. This whole thing is gonna get washed too. And there's gonna be one other thing that I'm gonna do to it, but I'm not gonna say, I'm just gonna show you. I'm not gonna be able to get that semi in here like I was hoping to. There isn't enough room. Nowhere near enough room. But yeah, that's my chores done. And it is getting really, really hot out here. We're probably in the, oh, let's see. I'm gonna guess 93, 94 degrees out. $90. I was wrong. I'm 3 degrees, 4 degrees off. 90 degrees right now, and it is 11 o'clock. It's just gonna get hotter. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today, so it's only gonna get hotter. I might do them 2 paddles or do 1 paddle and leave the other one so Dad can see, because I want him to see the difference. That's a significant difference. That corn head's gonna ride higher now when it's going across the ground where it's supposed to be, instead of so damn low to the ground. But after I get those sensors replaced, the paddles replaced, once the corn head's entirely done, we're gonna take it out, run it again, make sure there's no horrible noises, and then make sure the header height works. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all them fun things. Catch you next time.